In this month's Newsworthy Clips article, we cover a lot of bases. We talk about a new sugar called allulose, and we also talk about Instagram and a new ban that they're putting in place. And we also go over to New York City as they are eyeing regulation on facial recognition technology. A lot of technical subjects in this month's Newsworthy. But I want to focus in, David, on this idea of privacy online. Are you concerned about that yourself?
Well, okay, so me personally, I don't think about it that much for just myself. But in terms of the grander scheme, I think that it is something to be concerned about because we already know that we already put so much of ourselves online. You know what I mean? They have our pictures, they have our information, credit card stuff. And the more of our lives are put online, the more of a concern it is that that could be breached. And we've already seen the effects of that, you know? So I think that online privacy is very, very important, particularly when governments start getting involved and people are being monitored. It's really something we should be concerned and at least thinking about.
You know, David, we talk about this so much, it's easy to for it to fall on deaf ears, so to speak, because, well, you hear it almost every day. And so I think that means we need to even be more careful to pay attention because we can just put that to the side and not think about it at all, right?
Right, right.
All right, David. Well, what do you think about Instagram and this decision to ban drawings and memes showing self-harm and suicide? What do you make of that decision?
I think it's very important, honestly, because especially as the people online are getting younger and younger, you know, and they have access to all these services, these social media services where people are putting their whole lives, you know, and younger folks maybe don't have the discernment to know, like, okay, this is appropriate to put online, this is not, right? And kids that are going and they're scrolling through pictures and they're seeing that stuff and maybe they're already feeling lonely and they're feeling connected with this. I mean, it can absolutely lead some kids to adopt some really unhealthy ways of thinking. And I think that unfortunately there needs to be something to regulate that online content because, you know, like parents don't always know what their kids are looking at online.
Right, absolutely. And so hopefully this will help along the way. And Instagram is also putting some information out there to help those who are dealing with suicidal thoughts. And so that's a step in the right direction as well. Well, David, do you think facial recognition technology violates people's privacy?
So I think facial recognition technology is super freaky. Just another way of saying it kind of frightens me. I do think that it's very easy for something like facial recognition technology to violate people's privacy, right? I think that there are some positive elements to it, maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe for law enforcement, maybe frankly, I don't even really know. I just think it's kind of weird for computers to start memorizing people's faces. I think that there are some benefits to that, but I think that it also opens the door to a lot of abuse of that power.
Yeah, and it's really hard to regulate.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to figure out ways to regulate it. They're trying to like ease different places into using it more, but I think it's a very, very tricky road to walk. So
it is, and a lot of people have varying opinions on this, and we'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts about facial recognition technology or any of the topics we discuss in our Newsworthy Clips or any article this month? Write into us at advanced@studioclassroom.com, advanced@studioclassroom.com to let us know what you think.